Opposition Leader Peter Dutton has criticised Foreign Minister Penny Wong for her calls for Israel to act with restraint. That was after this attack by the Hamas group. Political reporter Olivia Casely joins me now. So, Olivia, Peter Dutton is targeting the use of language here.
Yeah, so he says now is not the right time for the language of restraint, and a direct criticism really of Foreign Minister Penny Wong. She was among diplomats and world leaders condemning the attacks over the weekend, but it's the last sentence of her statement that's drawn the ire of the opposition, specifically where she's called on Israel to show restraint in their response in order to protect civilian lives. And this is a sentiment which he stood by when asked to clarify her comments earlier this morning. Here's the opposition leader.
When people talk about Israel having to show restraint, it's completely and utterly the wrong time for that sort of language. It's a time to stand with the people of Israel to make sure that these women and children in particular are recovered from what is a very dire situation.
I think it is always the right thing for Australia to urge restraint and the protection of civilian lives. People were suggesting that we ought not be in any conflict calling for the protection of civilian lives. Of course we should.
Peter Dutton providing lots of advice this morning, Tom, also calling on the government to provide some munitions to Israel. Both the Prime Minister and Foreign Minister Penny Wong have indicated that Israel has not asked or made any request for military assistance thus far.
The Australian government should stand ready to provide munitions or equipment or defence material otherwise if it's requested by Israel. And we should make it known to Israel that the Australian government is prepared to provide such support if it's requested. We should be one of the ally nations, as we've seen through our activities in Ukraine, where we stand up for peace, we stand up for democracy.
Well, we have not been asked for military assistance. The Israeli Defence Force, of course, is very formidable.
The Department of Foreign Affairs and Trade are still working to determine whether any Australian citizens have been caught up in the conflict, Tom.